Good evening. Welcome back to Crochet with Lulu and Friends. How is everyone doing? And what have you been up to this week? Did you have a good, happy Labor Day weekend? I did not leave the premises. The last time I have been out off the property was Friday. I went to book club, which, by the way, we had an awesome book club. We met at the library because the senior activity center was closed. That's where we normally meet. But we had a good meeting. We always have fun. We just finished the Poison Wood Bible. And when I say we, I mean them. Because my Libby app returned my book too soon and I didn't get to finish it. So my sweet friend at the book club, she gave me her copy. So I want to read that. But starting this Friday, we will have read at least 108 pages of Tuesday with Maury. Then our second read for the month, if we finish this book on time, we will start Taken. If not, then we'll start Taken in October. Both very good. I've been reading the PDF copy of Tuesdays with Maury, and it is awesome. It's awesome. And then I've got the Libby app for the Taken, and both of them are really, really excellent reads. I'm really enjoying both of them, especially Tuesdays with Maury. I can see myself in that position of visiting somebody like that that's very close to me and has played a wonderful role in my life. My second grade teacher was awesome. I loved her then, and I will always have her in my heart. And so I could see me being, if I was older than second grade, going to visit her and spending time with her, because she just played such a huge part in my life. And my band teacher in high school I loved him. I loved his wife, his children, the whole family meant so much to me. So if you get a chance, read Tuesdays with Maury and Taken. I wanted to show you my beautiful book that my wonderful, beautiful cousin from New Jersey sent me. She had messaged me, I guess, Saturday or Sunday, and told me that she was sending me a book. And I was so excited because I thought, it's going to be a surprise. And I'm so excited because I love surprises. And when you see this book, and I hope you can see for the lighting in here, it's Crocheted Bees, Bugs, and Butterflies by Vanessa Moonsey. And look at the detail. Now, those are crocheted. Those are pictures of her crocheted. Sorry, Sophie decided she was leaving my side and she's on the other side. But look at that. I want to do him, the praying mantis, and I want to do the butterfly. Just look at this. Look at the detail that she does in that. Have you ever in your life? That's crochet. The one I'm starting is a 1.75 millimeter hook. And I'm used to using those because I do a lot of doilies, or I have done a lot of doilies. The only thing I've not done a whole lot of is color changes. I've done some in my doilies, really the last few months, because my son's girlfriend, I told her I would make her grandmother, her step grandmother, and her mother doilies. So I had her to pick out the colors, and she picked out, I think, 3 for each one of them. So I changed colors, and I thought, it shouldn't be hard, and it really wasn't. But this is so intricate because, just look at that. That's crocheted. I'll try to show it better in the daylight when I've got an overhead light on. I didn't even take time to get up. I tried yesterday like 4 or 5 times, and I've already tried one today. And you know, I ramble. I mean, shock, I ramble. So I'm wanting to do those. I've got a few things I want to make and send her first before I really get involved in doing this, because I have a feeling that once I really get into it, now I did do chain 14 to start this butterfly, and then I done a double crochet, and I started the half treble crochet, and I realized it's just not a good time, because we're in the process here. My son is in the process of remodeling his living room. It's been a long time coming. We had some damage to our roof a few years ago, and then we had more damage, and it's been a hard road for him. So finally this week he had some time, and he's working here on the living room and some projects upstairs that he wants to get done. And so I've been with the babies more. We were out front earlier today. He put their pool in the front for me. They loved it. They loved it. I mean, but they made a huge muddy mess. The pool water was so crystal clear. And then now it's not. You can't see the bottom. You can't see the bottom. But that's okay. That's okay. They had fun, and I had fun watching them. I've done a few little videos. I may put a video clip on the end of this just so you can see. 3 of them, the mama and the 2 boys, love the pool. They jump and they run and jump, and we've got one Mickey that I call, I still think he's part rabbit or part something that flies, because he just soars through the air. And he's got a little form that he does when he flies. Flying squirrel, that's what I was trying to think. But they had fun. They had so much fun. So then when we came in, we were having a pop-up thunderstorm, and so I brought them in. They've eaten. Everybody's eaten, and they're sleeping. So it's time for Nanny to go get something cold to drink. I'd put me some water with Call Me a Child. I have been buying these flavored water packets for a long time, and I feel probably a month or so ago, Walmart had a box, and I try to buy a big box that's got different flavors in. Well, I wasn't especially fond of the Starburst. I don't like the Snapple flavors, and I thought, well, there's not many other choices. So there was a great value pack, and there was like mermaid, unicorn, cotton candy, and peach rings or something. And I thought, well, you know, I love my flavored water, and it's, you know, there's no sugar in them. So I'm okay. I got them, and I'm flipping for them. So call me a child if you want to. I've been called worse. But I mean, I catch myself drinking more water than what I normally do by having those flavored water packs. And I've got to start walking again. There's a block out here in front of my house that I want to start walking again, and trying to get my legs moving better. But like I said, I haven't been off the premises except Friday, and I don't look for me to be off the premises. I don't even know if I'll get to make book club Friday. It's according to how far along we are in this, because he's having some company on Friday night, and so I want to help. I want to be here to watch the babies and help him as much as I can. My apartment looks like a giant hurricane's hit it, and a tornado's come along behind it and finished off, and then an earthquake hit it, and yeah, it just, I've taken things in, and I've set them down, and I've walked out. And so I'm gonna smack my own hands, because I've got to get over there and clean up over there, put things where they need to go. I love to be organized, but sometimes I don't like the process of getting there. Once it's done, I love it. And I've got things in my kitchen, and oh my word, it's just, it's a mess. It's a chaotic mess. That's what it is. But if you get a chance, like I said, check this book out. Vanessa Moonsey. And it's pronounced just, it's spelled just like it sounds, Moon, C-I-E, Moonsey. And it is, I mean, the detail, like I said, the details that she puts in here, they're beautiful. So I thank my beautiful cousin in New Jersey for sending me that. She's awesome. She's amazing. She's not been long back from Edinburgh, Scotland, and she lived there when she was in her 20s. And I told her, I said, I would have probably run away and found you because I was so crazy about Edinburgh, Scotland. I was in love with the Bay City Rollers as a small child, and everything was tartan and plaid and bagpipes. My cousin and I, we were going to run away and go to Scotland. Not really. Notice I'm shaking my head no. But in our minds, we were wanting to run away and go to Scotland. We just didn't know how we were going to get there because we'd never flown, and we'd never been on a huge boat. So I don't know how we would have gotten there. If only they would have built a tunnel under the water. But anyways, we wanted to go. So I'm sure had I known that my beautiful cousin was living there, I would have said, come on, we're going. We're going to hitch a ride some kind of way, and we're going. we're going to see the Bay City Rollers. We're going to get autographs, and yeah, we were kids. It's fun sometimes to have that imaginative mind, where you see yourself doing things that you know and you think in your head that's impossible, but you see yourself doing it. And I always see myself getting to meet them, and I've never got to meet them. So, yeah. And I think most of them have passed. Woody and Derek, I think, are the two originals. I'm not sure about any of the others, but I know Alan and Les. And it seemed like there was another one or two that's passed. But I was just, at one time I had all their albums but one. And so then a few years later, I fell in love with The Who. And of course they're from England, from over the pond. And so I just, for some reason, England is calling me. The people in England are probably saying, no, don't call her, but I want to go. That's been my lifelong dream, is to go to England and Ireland and Scotland. So anyhow, I'm going to hush because I'm rambling. I'm going to go have my salad for supper. Check this book out. If you, I think she said Michael's had it. So check it out at Michael's, and then Amazon has them, and I'm not sure where else, but I'm loving it. I cannot wait to make some. The detail that she puts into each area of the little critters. And then if you're into reading books, check out Tuesdays with Maury and Taken and the Poisonwood Bible. And join me back. Like I said, I probably won't be back maybe the weekend. If I do anything, if I crochet or anything interesting, I will try to record it and do a video. Have a wonderful rest of the week, a wonderful weekend, and just know you're in my thoughts and prayers. I thank you all so much for your comments. I love, love, love reading the comments. And if I don't answer you back within a couple of days, please leave me another message or a comment on one of the other videos, and maybe that way it will send me the notification, and then I can go in, and I try to every so often go in and check each video to see if I'm missing anybody, because I don't want to leave anybody out. Thank you, thank you, thank you. There's some new channels that I have found. I will try to think to link them in the description box. If not, I'll try to do that on my next one. Have a wonderful rest of the week. Bye-bye.